guys, we're on our way to St Neots Museum. Please give a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. And if you see anything that we don't, as usual, please comment down below. We want at least how many likes, guys?
At least 4 likes.
Yeah, 4 is good actually.
4.
Let's make it 25.
Welcome to St Neots Museum. This is the old courtroom, and it was the old courtroom from about 1870 until 1989, so it was the Magistrates' Court. The rest of the building was the old police station. After the Magistrates' Court moved to Huntingdon, then eventually the local museum, which had been at a local secondary school, was brought here. And that's the rest of the building. Unfortunately, this room was kept as a youth club, which never really worked. And so it's not been done up to like the standard of the rest of the museum. So the rest of the building is all quite changed from how it was originally. So this is the reception. And from the reception, you can go straight into the old cells area. But of course, they didn't really have any heating, so it's perishingly cold. There's a prisoner's toilet. So this cell area was redeveloped in 1907. So it's state-of-the-art 1907, with a cistern outside the toilet. And various people have told me that's so you couldn't drown yourself in it. That's so you couldn't hide things in it. That's so you couldn't hang yourself from it. We're not really quite, I've never researched what the reason is, but it's probably all those. Okay, so then there was a tiny exercise yard, which I always say was if they were a bit drunk, they would put them out there to cool off. And as you'll see, it is tiny. This one you can come into. We've got displays, and you can sit on the bed or lie on the bed. And there's a lot of graffiti. So this is from the cell is from 1907, but because people were here until the middle of the 80s, they then got out their pens and whatever and did a lot of graffiti. So all the cells have got all sorts of graffiti. This cell we keep. Oh my God, there's 2. There's 2, yeah. The policeman's very kindly come in to give him a drink.
It's creepy. Oh, that's really kind of you.
There are children that come round the museum who you look through the door. Okay, we don't let the public in. Okay. They look through the door and they're absolutely petrified. We had a lady she's not a volunteer anymore, but we used to have a lovely lady who was a volunteer who was a really good artist, and she did the faces for us.
So they obviously had no bedding then, it was just...
I think probably they could have like, a blanket or whatever. But there may have been like a kind of sort of straw mattress that they put on there for them. I'm not sure.
It's a miserable place, isn't it? So depressing.
And imagine how cold it is. Yeah. Obviously there's no heating. Yeah. If you got locked up in here for the night in December, you'd be...
My gosh, yeah.
Apparently, I haven't done a lot of research on the cells because it takes all your time running the museum. Yeah. But one guy who's a lovely local artist who's lived here all his life, he told me that if you upset the policemen and then you fell out with them when they arrested you, in the morning they were obliged to give you breakfast, and if you'd irritated them, they'd give you peas on toast.
Ah, lovely.
Wow,
tasty. It's not heard of that one.
Yeah. So this is the little museum cell. So this is about the early history of St Neots. And you know, obviously we're a very tiny museum, so it's all tiny.
Priory date 93, so that's pretty new as far as...
Yeah, so he's about 600 years old, and he was found buried in a... He was buried in what was the Priory of St Neots. One thing that's interesting about him is part of his spine is all fused together. So he obviously didn't, that must have been very painful and everything. But the other thing is that if you can see, there's some bits of metal. There's one there by the base of his pelvis, and some more a bit further down. He must have been put into the ground on some timbers that have then rotted away.
Oh, wow.
So the archaeologists tell us.
Gosh.
Yes, but he may have been a monk, or he may have been a local person who wanted to be buried by the church. This is reputedly a woolly mammoth bone, but recently I've been told that, so it was found at Sandy, I think, or Biggleswade. No, at Sandy, which is a village near here. Apparently there was a circus that used to overwinter at Sandy, and we know that they had an elephant. So this could have been an elephant, because somebody came a while ago and said, oh, that's not a woolly mammoth. But there are woolly mammoth remains all around here, because this is at the end of the ice from thousands of years ago.
I assume the bones are quite similar then to elephants.
Yeah, yes,
so
they are.
They can't necessarily tell them apart.
Maybe not, no. So it's not really much of a fib. But anyway, we didn't know that at the time. It was collected as a woolly mammoth bone. Next to it is a little child's boot that was found in a chimney in a little village close by. These little shoes and things were put in chimneys to sort of ward off evil. Yeah.
Oh, right.
All over Britain, all over Europe, not just round here.
Yeah.
But anyway, that came from a chimney in a little village near here. He grew really, really quickly. Obviously, he was considered like a freak, and everybody teased him and bullied him, sadly. And so he was obviously a sort of local celebrity. So he was born in 1798 and grew very quickly. He also had a sister who was tall as well, but not as tall as him. And then he went to London and sort of made a name for himself. So he exhibited himself in freak shows, and he grew. By the early 1800s, he was over 8 feet tall. He died when he was 20. His mum was offered a lot of money, £20 for his body, so it could be dissected. Because this was the time of body snatching and everything, by 1810, 12, 15. But obviously she was horrified by that, and so she asked the vicar, probably begged the vicar, could he be buried in the church? So when he died in 1815 or 17, he was buried inside the church, apparently in the aisle. Although there's nothing to even mark exactly where he's buried, but so that nobody could steal his body. Anyway, this is about crafts and trades. Next door is about family life. So this is just a bit about home life in St Neots. It's all really dinky. So this is all to do with the first quadruple birth, where they all survived in Britain. It was in the 30s. It was a time when multiple births, they were just starting to understand how to keep them alive and what was needed. And so so first of all they thought she was having twins, then they thought she might be having triplets, and then she gave birth to quadruplets. Wow. And the doctor who looked after them, who delivered them, he realised, what to do, and they could only have diluted breast milk, and they couldn't be washed. They washed them in olive oil, and But they were an absolute sensation. I mean, people were coming from all over the world to see them.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and they're all still alive.
No.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, what are we now? 35? They're 82. 82 this year.
No way.
The
fourth of them.
Gosh.
Yeah, all four. All four of them are still alive, yeah. So this is just another upstairs room with more displays. Yeah. So we're closed in January, and then we usually do some cleaning and tidying and.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just to do with the First World War.
Ah.
Well, you know, obviously lots of people have been commemorating the First World War.
Yeah. See you soon, Miss Tola. Is everyone on 5? Can we just double check this?
Yes.
What was that?
That's just an automated.
Do you hear? Do you
No,
hear it?
that was on the radio.
It said 14.
Yes.
14 is like the code for the.
Is
I
it
don't know.
someone there?
No, she doesn't say 14.4, she just says the channel.
But we are already on
So,
channel 5.
okay, we'll change channels then. Should we go to like a totally different one?
Go to 6.
1.6?
No.
But we heard a voice.
That's knocking is just interference. But
Oh.
But whose voice did we hear?
I think it's the same woman, but there's something. In
How is she
coding.
on channel 5 and 6? You can only be on one channel.
11, 7,
The gamma?
11?
Did you
Why
just
did it
press
go
that?
from 11 to 7?
5, 6,
Are we on 6?
Yes.
Why did it go 11-7? I didn't accidentally press You it. can't because you've got the camera Yeah. in your hand. Christina? Oh, let's see how good Christina!
Where has she gone?
I don't know, but she's hiding somewhere. What are you doing?
I don't know. Something pulled me to go in there.
What do you mean something pulled you there?
I don't know. I don't know. I had to come in this room.
It's not like you at all, just to go off by yourself.
I know.
You're not. You're normally really, really nervy.
Something. I had to come to this room.
You just zoomed off.
Yes.
The door closed behind you and you'd gone.
What is it about this room?
I don't know. I just had to come to this room. Do you hear that?
What?
Footsteps. Yeah?
Yes.
Shh. Shh.
That's what I thought I heard as well.
Everybody be quiet.
Did you hear that?
Or it could be.
When I came,
You just
I
literally.
was in the dark and I wasn't.
This is what I'm saying. She never goes
Yeah.
in the dark anywhere by herself.
And
Do you not remember walking here?
I remember walking here. I remember like something pulling me to this room.
You walked over to that corner?
Yes.
Where were you looking when you walked
Yeah.
into the room?
I was looking at the.
In the cot.
Yes. And then I heard you calling me. It
Yeah.
just came up.
How did you feel at that moment in time? Were you even aware that
Yes, I was aware. I just had to come to
You
this
just
room.
felt drawn to this room.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes with things that are from the past, items, they carry energy along with them.
They do.
3, 2.
1. Lights up. Let's go. You right there?
Yeah, cool.
So they've got the punctuation on.
That one's open. That one's open.
Oh, fuck me, what was that?
That's somebody's shoe.
See you soon, guys.
The story wasn't it?
Oh my god.
The worst one is this baby here, this doll. Because he's got freaky eyes.
I didn't even notice there was a baby here.
Yeah.
Butter's definitely gone off.
Through that door.
Yes.
What? She saw a shadow or a reflection of something through the door. Is that the light moving around?
Yeah.
Switch the camera light off for a minute, Mark. Just to debunk that, because it could be our shadow.
Is it someone? There's somebody else here.
Take.
Dang.
It's like this.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's
It's
half of
someone
the work.
behind that door.
Let's find out.
What?
I'm seeing shadows. I think I'm gonna stop.
Something.
The battery's dying.
What did it say? Bye.
5. That was 5. Is it on 6? What channel are you on?
1, 5,
Yeah, that's what you
What are
said.
we on? 7?
We're on 7 now.
7,
So I'll tell you what.
So you
Why
get-
don't we come back here and we all just split up here in this room?
Alright, you get your battery and we'll do this room.
So,
Yeah?
Come on, move.
Let's do it.
We have to go through here.
Hello. Imagine if they were both facing to the... No. Because they can see us.
Was it them?
What was that?
Guys, I wanted you to be scared, and I put the sensor on the step.
Mark said
What?
Yeah.
we were here. He was looking at that door, like staring at the door. I said, "What is the?" And he said, "I don't like this room."
Yeah.
What, the baby room?
Yes.
Well, I don't like it anyway.
I heard a breath in there, and you said
Where?
it's Liz. Liz is in the
Well,
Liz
office.
is- Liz
there's a
wouldn't
noise,
do
like I
that.
said, Liz's office is through there.
Should we all stand in a corner of the room? How are we going to do this with...
This room here,
Yeah.
are we counting the toddler room as well? Or
We can do if you want.
Four corners of the room.
You take the camera,
Okay.
but switch the light off. I'll stay here in this corner.
Okay.
So, Christine,
Should we
you
do
stand by
like
the door.
1 or 2 minutes with the light on, 1 or 2 minutes with the light off?
Yeah.
So that it's not all in darkness.
Okay. Yeah, good idea.
Okay. Getting comfortable.
I'm just here, okay?
Be in bed in the hotel.
Oh, I saw that move. You'll see it on the camera, but it's obviously the
Yeah, I was going straight across.
air conditioning. It's not. Is it an air conditioning unit or a heater? It's both, isn't it?
Both.
This is meant to be inside a 1930s house. Where the St. Neots quads were born. Oh yes, those 4 bebes.
Guys, you ready for lights out?
Ready?
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
This is the last room I would come to.
Really?
I think so.
Why?
Don't know, maybe it's... The dolls freak me out. It's something that
Oh.
is human made, that is designed to be awake.
Oh.
Kind of like the mannequins in the cells. It's weird, maybe it's something else. Perhaps it's the darkest room as well.
It is pretty dark.
I think other rooms they have a bit of light from somewhere, but this one's completely
I think for me, if I were in a room where, for instance, it doesn't feel so bad. There's two doors, one door on either side. But if I were in a room, you know where the mammoth bone is? What is it? Was it a mammoth?
Mammoth or
Furry mammoth. What was it called?
woolly mammoth.
Woolly mammoth. That's it. Furry mammoth. Same thing. That room would kind of freak me out.
Fucking hell.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Did you hear that scratching noise?
Yes.
I thought that was one of you.
No. I was standing in the corner with my back to the wall.
I heard a noise, but I assumed it was just one of you guys.
No, I had my back to the
I heard
wall.
a creak.
Hang on, show us. Where were you standing?
I'm standing like this, guys. Like this.
Where were you?
I've seen him standing here.
Where were you
With my back
standing?
to the wall, here.
I was here.
Oh.
What kind of scratching?
I don't know, like, not even that.
Where was it? On the floor?
Yes,
or-
it sounded like that.
But not
But
here.
you were
it was
standing.
there.
Where were you standing, Christina?
She was there. I was with my
You
back
definitely
against
weren't
the wall.
brushing up against the door.
No, it was the sound was there.
So like that.
Christina, you okay? Right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Mark, let's get out of here now. Are you alright, Christina?
Yes.
What happened then? Were you feeling like you did last time?
Yes.
Right, let's get,
Starting.
let's get out of here.
I was just starting to feeling unwell.
What do you mean unwell? Like, were you feeling nauseated?
Yes. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I'm fine.
Do you want a drink? Do you want some
No.
fresh air?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Promise?
I'm okay.
It is definitely like has an effect. It's having an effect on me.
Yeah.
What do you
I normally
mean?
don't like that baby room. The doll room is the room I seem to fear the most. Even though I've gone in there.
Shh, shh, shh.
Oh,
Oh, that's the people outside. Ugh.
But like when you guys just freaked out and ran in, I was like, fuck. I was expecting a third person to come in the room, like you were being
Yeah,
chased.
I thought we thought it
That's,
was someone.
that's what we felt.
Alyssa said keep quiet, and then I just put my head down as if I was listening, and I didn't think I heard anything until suddenly there was like a
Running.
like a very lot of chaotic sound in
Yeah.
like a very short space of time.
Sonny, what's wrong?
No, I don't know if it was outside noise. I heard a baby crying.
Baby.
What, from upstairs?
Here, as in from this direction, but maybe it was from outside. It must be from. But why would babies be out at this time?
Thrust.
I've got biceps.
Oh, look, this is what we need for ghost hunting.
It's like a planchette with a magnifying glass.
Does it work two ways?
It doesn't actually.
Should we take it with us? Let's take it with us.
Oh no, this is the kind of thing you see in ghost movies. Where they're going like that, and then there's a ghost, like the musical box.
Let's take it with us.
I'll do.
And then somebody can have this one.
What? Just
It's very blurry.
it's
my
something wrong with our.
Looks like you're coming closer towards me, but you are. Oh,
Sorry. It was a ghost.
Are you filming now, guys?
Oh, it's actually recording. Whoops, I didn't realise it was recording.
He was recording our puppies. I don't want to go in there.
why am I telling you? It's like it's a torch.
Are you really taking that with you?
Why does it smell different in here? Is that just the outside?
Yeah. Sorry.
Hello. I know, what about two in here, two in there?
Let's do this.
You want the light off?
Yes.
Close the door or not?
Yes.
That wasn't us. Oh, can you imagine spending your life in here? Can you imagine spending your life in here?
No.
You'd want to die, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's dark, cold, and small.
You'd be dead from illness after a month.
But
do?
She dropped her walkie-talkie.
Oh.
We thought it was something went like this.
God.
You're next.
Are you shushing?
Yes. I'm shushing with pride. Right. God, can't leave you two anyway.
Christina's been imprisoned.
How long have you been in this cell for?
Oh, at least 2 seconds or 3.
Oh,
Okay, we'll leave you to it.
How long of your sentence do you have left?
Oh, 3 years.
Okay, not long to go.
Come on, let's go.
What? Oh.
Museum.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Can you see? Wait, come here.
What?
I'm going that way. Can you say if it's this camera or that camera?
Okay.
She's going through the reception.
Why is she going there by herself?
I don't know.
Possessed like in paranormal activity.
What is it?
I heard a noise.
What noise?
I don't know.
Right, let's all go there by ourselves. Right, I'll be next.
No.
Now I'm brave, I'll do it.
I heard a noise behind me. We can't see her. Could you see me?
Here. She'll appear on this one.
Oh, could you see me?
Yeah.
Oh yes, she's there.
She can tell darkness if she got a light.
You had your torch on you, didn't you?
Yes.
It's freaky down there.
You didn't even have a torch with you.
No.
That's pretty good.
Right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Oh no, he's walking back now.
It's not Mark. It's not Mark.
Stop it.
Shut up. Oh my god.
Close the curtain behind you.
What's happened? What happened?
It must have been Liz. Sorry, Liz. But did you hear that?
Yeah, it was Christina playing a prank.
I just opened the door. I didn't even see her.
In my head, I was thinking it must be Liz, but then I didn't want to stay to find out.
To get Signy out of jail, give this video 50 likes and we'll open the door.
Please like the video. I just want to get out. I need to get out of here.
Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already in order to get Melissa out of prison. We're not going to give her any dinner either, unless you like this video.
Free Christina Niter from jail.
Please like this vlog in order to get Christina out of jail.
That is really scary. I can't see anything. I feel very uncomfortable. Okay. What was that?
Christina, how was that?
I was really nervous and I couldn't see anything just through the camera.
I'm in. Sunday. Not sure what time it is yet. It's only 9:30, so it's not Sunday. Ricky, that was Rickie. Interesting way of spelling Ricky, actually. Very bleak. Is there anyone in this room? None. N-U-N. Chuck. Chucking nuns? That doesn't sound good. Oh, it's freezing in here. Don't get banged up, kids. Otherwise you'll spend the night in cold with mannequins. And lots of graffiti. On that cheery note. It's all very claustrophobic in here.
How was that?
Grim.
Okay, we're recording, we're good.
So prisoners used to be kept in these cells. Did anyone die in any of these cells? Because your energy is going to be here. Did you feel angry, Spirit, that you were imprisoned here? Did you feel lonely? It must have been lonely here. Okay, Spirit, if that's you, could you make that noise again? Could you walk forward? Are you in here with us?
Thank you for watching. Can you please press like and share and subscribe?
And by the way, we're not normal, we're
Paranormal.
This is going out to all my homies. Yo, respect your mothers, respect your fathers, respect your brothers and sisters, and even your dogs and cats and your chameleons. Respect them all. One love.